I don't really remember these rosters, so I have my phone in front of me. I'm going to look them up one by one. But starting off with Accrue, and these are all NA teams, North American Teams Tier List Maker. So this is where I am from. Accrue kept their roster of Oath, Fifi, and Astro, and I'm going to put them right at B. Solid team. Pretty simple. Complexity, easy S tier. They have the newest edition of CRR, Raise Bull, and AJG, I think is the third. One day I'll know the proper acronym for his name. That team is going to be one to be feared, faux show. Dignitas is Andy, Drees, and Delta. Where do we want to put them? I'm putting them in C tier, not B tier. They got to prove themselves. I think Andy's really good. I've been watching him lately in a few tournaments. Thought he looked good. Drees has always been great, but has never been on a... He's been on winning teams, but he has never been able to, like, well, I don't know. He was probably the star player on Optic, him and Mist. But we'll see how he does with this new roster. FaZe, the easiest S tier of my life. Mist, Typical, and First Killer. That's pretty obvious. They're insane. If I had them in order, I'd probably put FaZe before Complexity. But I'm not going to do any order, so we'll just keep it like this for now. I'm going to do Gen G since I have that roster pulled up in front of me. It's Noli, Jack, and Chronic. And I have this team in A. They are all incredible. Well, okay, except minus Noli. Chronic and Jack, incredible ones mains, right? Really good at twos as well. Noli, I don't really know his other game modes, if he does other stuff like that. But he was on KC, the blue wall, and you guys saw how good Noli was this season. So I got to put this team in A tier. I expect them to do great things. They're an absolute, like, huge potential team. They could be S tier this season, who knows. Logo has Turnturo, Shadow, and Beastabonium. I'm going to go ahead and put this in C tier. I don't believe any of these players are ready for the huge leagues. I guess I'm just a certified hater. In fact, I'm actually going to move them to D tier. I really don't think they're going to do anything this season, but hey, in 3 months when they have their crazy montage, and I'm the opener of it with me saying, wow, this team's garbage. Sick. I made it. Furia, easy S tier. They moved to NA, same exact roster. Yans, God, Card, King, KO, reliable rotator. I don't know. Great team. Doesn't really need an explanation. G2, another S tier. I guess I'm doing all my S tiers. They kept their same roster. They finished in second this most recent season. Atomic, JNaps in Chicago. That team's really good. We know this. Gentleman has Lunar, No Mansion, and Nebra. I'm also putting them in D tier. I'm pretty sure they're all rank X. Rank A? Rank X? I'm not sure. I'm not like super familiar with the 6-man scene. But I don't think they're going to be as good as any of these other teams. So we'll see if they can make it to any of the regionals. But for now, D tier I think is fitting for them. Hoxer, Shock, and T. Corell on Ghost Gaming. I think this roster has a lot of potential. Hoxer, Shock, T. Corell. I'm putting them in. It's either B or A tier, no doubt in my mind. I think they're better than B, but hold on. We're gonna do some editing. We're putting Accrue and Dig in C, but we're putting Ghost in B. Okay, there's my edit for the video. I think that's fair. Because I think this roster is gonna be good. T. Corell, Hoxer, Shock. Great roster. Great in the past. They're gonna be great in the future. I expect great things from this Ghost team. Finally, I found this frequency roster. It's Flitz, Kiri, and Angel. I'm also putting them in D tier. I know Flitz is rank X. They're all rank X, okay. But besides their 6-man's rank, I know they've played in a few tournaments, and the results have actually been solid. They are similar to what team on here? I guess Gentlemen, right? So, and I guess they're similar in that regard, but they're not like huge professional names. So for that reason, I have them in D tier. If they make a regional, great for them. I think it's very doable, but they're definitely gonna have to defeat a lot of formidable foes. Little Step Bros, I've been waiting for this one, bro. Alpha Kev, Creams, and Spider. Easy C tier or B tier. Nah, C tier. I gotta keep it real. This team can be good though. They were hanging with Moist. And Moist is a pretty good team with Joyo, Rise, and Astral. They beat them, and they beat 2 other great teams in that tournament. So they've definitely earned their spot out of D tier. C tier, I think, is fitting for them. They're on the same level as Accrue, and then Dignitas is kind of more of a guess. But Little Step Bros, I think, belongs in C tier. Version 1, another S tier. I should probably make a tier above S tier to put G2 in, and FaZe in, and Furia in. But Oh, maybe I should just put version 1 in A. Is that weird to me? Can version 1 be on the same tier as these other teams? I'm putting version 1 in A. And I guess this is more of a prediction list. So yeah, I'm putting version 1 in A anyways. I think these 4 teams are going to be above everybody, and version 1 is just going to be a cut below the rest. I think Beast Mode is still really good, but Torment and Calm are just, they're going to always be like my question mark on whether they're consistent or not throughout the series. But man, they have been so good lately, so like I should put them in S, but who knows? I predict them in A. Plus A needs some more teams in it. I don't know these 2 teams, so I'm skipping over them for now. But Nefarious, this is an interesting one, and I'm putting them in C tier. They have Buddy, Adam, and their new third, not T-Var, but Diaz, who formerly known as FTM here. He is a huge 1v1 main, I would say. Also really good in 2s and really good in 3s. So that's a huge pickup for Nefarious. I think that team is going to be great, and they have potential to do a lot of stuff. Adam has always impressed me with his defensive capabilities, along with Buddy, who I've played numerous times at CRL. I've gone absolutely shit on by him countless times. So I think this team is going to be good. Optic has AJ, Magic Bear, and Reddles. Easy A tier for me. I think above goes on par with these 2 other teams. They have like, it's funny, this is one of the teams where they seem really mechanical, and they are, but I don't think they're quite as mechanical like as these other teams. So I think they're gonna have to rely more on their teamwork and their chemistry. Pittsburgh Ignite, ZPS, Sosa, and Cheese, one of my favorite rosters. I'm gonna have to go ahead and put them in C tier. They time and time they have not proven themselves though. Maybe with this Cheese pickup and alongside with Sosa and ZPS, they'll be able to take down some opponents. But until then, I see it. I think I'm gonna have to put them in C, maybe even D. I don't know. They need to get some wins. That's all I do know. Rogue, same roster. I'm also putting them in C. I think Aqua's great. I think Gyro's really good, and I think Toroko's also really solid. Actually, I'm gonna put them in B tier. I changed my mind. Their B tier is looking a little low on teams, but Rogue's a good team. They're not as like bad as these other teams. They're just not as like respected. Base Station, easy S tier, I would have to say. Daniel, LJ for the replacement of Reddles, and then Arsenal. I guess they got a little better, maybe even stayed the same, but I would say they're on par with these other teams. This team's interesting. We're doing Stromboli. It's Alraz, Kinsey, and Lion Blaze. I'm putting them in B tier. I think this team has huge potential. They're all 1v1 mains, except Alraz. I don't really know about him as well. I've seen him play with, I think, Delta and Beastabonium, but either way, I know this team's really good. We all know Lion Blaze, insane at the game. And we know Kinsey, who just left Torrent, formerly known as Alpine. So I think this Stromboli roster is going to be really good. Keep an eye on them. Easy B tier for me. NRG, A tier. They got to figure it out. Please stop putting Squishy as third man and just never going into the play. They just have to put the pieces together, bro. That's all they have to do. If they can do that, easily one of the best teams in Rocket League. Except J-Russ, Rapid, and Evo. Ooh, where do we want to put this team? I'm sleeping on them. I'm putting them in C tier. I have no great explanation, but Evo's good. J-Russ, I don't know too much about J-Russ. I get him confused with J-Pow. And who did I say the third was? Oh, Rapid. I guess Rapid's alright, but we're putting him in C tier. Memory, Two-Piece, and Parth on this Shopify Rebellion roster. We'll put them in C tier as well. Don't know if they can make the, like, there's a huge jump from C tier to B tier. That is where the jump is on this list. I don't know these three symbols, so we're gonna go Zookeepers last, which is Tool, Blaze, and Hazo. I like this team, but they're also a C tier for me. I don't think they're quite in the B tier. I think this list is solid. I'm sorry I don't know these three team logos, especially this question mark with a car. That one is just wow. If I'm supposed to know this, then I'm not a great Rocket League person. Let me know what you guys think of this list below. I definitely wish I added another tier above S maybe to put G2 and Phazon and Furia, but I'm feeling pretty good. I think this is a solid list. Just let me know what you guys think, and subscribe to the video. Love y'all. Stay safe if you're in Florida. Have a great one. Peace.